What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the range here in Garrettsville, Ohio for day 2 of our Tactical Games regional event. Right now, I can't wait for you guys to watch this because it is going to be an absolute burner. I think we've only had 3 athletes all weekend long so far actually finish this stage. And when I say they finished this stage, they did with only about 5 to 10 seconds to spare. We are now covering one of the elite stages, or the elite squads, and we will introduce the athletes here in just a moment before they begin. But it is stage 5, the burn pit, shooting and some sandbag work. Right here in front of us in lane number 2, Joe Fisher. Well, wait. The Joe Fisher. Are you going to show us some work?
I'm going to try.
You look like you do sandbag work often.
Sandbag, this should be right up my alley, but it might get me. I think it's going to get me.
It might get you. We'll find out. Next to Joe Fisher, Joshua Kraft, Sean Logic, and Joe Trainer.
Let's go, Joe.
Here we go. Let's go, Joe. Little thumbs up.
On go. 3, 2, 1, go.
And they are off 15-minute time cap. So the weight of the sandbag is going to go up and the distance they carry is going to go down. For this first sandbag, it is 100 yards down and back with the 100-pound sandbag. So right now they're moving quite quickly, but I promise you, from what we've seen, that pace is going to slow down. And I'm not going to follow them all the way because they will be coming back. So we'll catch up with them there. Oop, and just a little miss. They thought that they needed to drop them at the blue flags, but they actually have to go all the way down to where there is a wooden board right before they would get to that firing line. So it's 100 yards all the way down. Now they will come 100 yards all the way back. And Joshua Kraft in the center, he is our leader with that sandbag, making it look like easy work to start the day. And then coming in next to him, Joe Fisher. Again, this is the men's elite division. We have 3 squads for the men's elite this weekend. A couple of them have already earned that ticket to nationals. So after they drop the sandbag, then they will have to run the full distance to that firing line before they start their firing sequence. Four total rounds is what we have on tap for their first stage of the day. And for each round, they will alternate which port they will go through in the barricade. They'll have 10 shots with the rifle. Rifle is about 118 yards.
You can't reuse them. So pick one and then just, yeah, be very careful of your, you got a long gun. Yep, that's good. Target's hard, but there's a shadow.
A couple of different body positions. If I back up, you can see that Joe to the left, he's in really just a full squat position. I would say that that's a little less common. Then next to him, Sean, sitting down as he gets through the port, and then all the way to the end, Joe, he's in that frog stance, kneeling. I would say out of the 3 of those positions is probably the most common. Once they're done with the 10 shots of the rifle, then they'll have 10 shots of the pistol, which is going to be about 20 yards out. For the pistol, they will alternate each round from those top 45-degree ports. Joshua already done, so he's running back. Sean already done. Joe is done. And our other Joe is done.
Don't make me beat you to the line.
And Becky in our women's 40 plus leading the division right now, encouraging her athlete by saying, don't let me beat you to the line. The next distance of sandbag work, they now get to go down only 75 yards down and back, and this is going to be that 150-pound sandbag. Josh making easy work. As he comes back, we'll take a look at his grip. If you can grab your wrist, that's going to be the best way to hold these sandbags. But sometimes, especially as the weight goes up, the sandbag gets bigger, you can only grab your hand. And notice there, he dropped the sandbag. The standard or the requirements, you don't need to fully drop it, but it does need to touch the line. So depending on the weight, how heavy it is, or maybe you have a planned break, you might just tap it and keep going, or use that as an opportunity to drop the bag, get a better grip, try to get it as high as possible. Also, if you notice the gear that we wear here, we have the plate carriers, we have the belts. So if you're practicing with this at home, it's definitely something that you would want to add into your training just to get used to how it feels to move a sandbag with all of that equipment on.
I feel like I hit a wall. Wow. My lower back.
And I mentioned it right off the top that this one is brutal. Josh was already saying that he feels like he hit a wall.
Yeah, I do.
And we're just about 5 minutes in.
Use your legs, not your back.
Use your legs, not your back. That's a good piece of advice for anyone looking to do this.
2 longest rounds are over.
Woo. And his judge encouraging him, 2 longest rounds are over. As he will now begin round number 2, once again starting with that rifle. He will now choose a different port. So I believe he started with the right top. And now he will go to the right bottom. And let's take a look at what his position is here. Great hip mobility. If you can get into this stance, this is one of the better positions. I would say either this or laying down prone almost on your shoulder if you can get enough height to then see through your scope. And Josh is now joined by Sean in the middle, as well as Joe all the way here on the end. So even this prone position, again, depending on your body mechanics, he's able to prop himself up so he can see, and pretty stable position there. And in this specific squad, Josh is the only athlete that has already qualified for nationals. He did that at one of our more recent events just a couple months ago in Iowa. But look, if anybody's wondering if they need to work on their mobility, just look at Josh. He probably has no problem in the gym hitting his squat depth. 2 down, 2 to go. He'll make his way all the way back to that start-finish line. And he also has some company. We got Sean here running back with us, and all the way at the end, Joe. So we have our 3 athletes in the men's elite heading into their 3rd round. Next sandbag that they're gonna grab is the 200 pounds, and they will make it down and back to the 50-yard line. So Joe, all the way in this left lane, he even took the advantage of, I think he took off his weight belt. I wasn't sure if he put it on or took it off. It looks like he's not wearing one. But he's really moving. Josh, nice steady pace though. And when you talk about your lower back, if we get a nice side angle, oh, and I got to get out of the way because Sean coming in hot. Both drop the bag, taking a moment to rest. Just trying to get a better grip and rest that back, but when these bags get so big, you arch your back a bit, and it's putting a lot of pressure on those lower back muscles. A nice steady pace though from Joe. He's really able to make up some ground. And then Sean coming up on his left. And we'll see, will he drop it? No, he will keep going all the way to the start-finish line where he'll grab his next magazine and then be able to head to the firing line for his third firing sequence. And Sean is done. Joe finishing up, and Josh losing a lot of speed because he stayed in the lead through 2 rounds, but as that sandbag got heavier, that's when some of the other athletes, specifically Sean on your screen right now, was able to take advantage of whatever his training might look like with those sandbags. Nice steady working, and also being aware of the athletes around you, seeing when they are resting and knowing, okay, does it make sense for me to rest too? Or do I have enough juice in the tank to hold on, maybe take a deep breath, and even just the way that he's walking to the firing line. You see a lot of athletes running. If that's gonna elevate your heart rate and then prevent you from shooting properly, just take a moment, use that as a transitional period to get your heart rate back under control. Third round here.
4 minutes.
Just 4 minutes left, and they will have one more round to still get after this firing sequence. So both Sean on the left and then Joe on the right are your first 2 athletes to make it back to their rifle. Sean done. Now he will have those 10 shots with his pistol. And he is done. 1 sandbag to go, and it is the big one. It's the 250-pound sandbag that he'll have to make 25 yards down and 25 yards back before he can maybe have some time to make it to his final firing sequence. But as we mentioned off the top, only a handful of athletes have actually completed this, so every rep counts, making sure that your shots are accurate and not just trying to go fast at the firing line to get them done. You really want to focus on getting all of those hits.
I roll here.
So Sean's got his magazines. He'll get ready. 250 pounds. Good, gets it right to his hip. Not a bad technique there. And just look at the size of these sandbags too, just relative to him. Finding a way that you can keep a grip on that is everything. So taking a little rest. Good, right into that hip pocket. And for this one, considering holding your wrist or hands isn't an option the way that he's doing it, but he's still able to almost get it. He's just got to get it right past these blue flags, and he's starting to get company. Joe, if you can see to the left of your screen, right in front of that Border Patrol flag, he's also making his way with the 250-pound bag.
There you go, get to your knees.
This is where that fatigue really starts to sink in. Just 1 minute till the time cap. And here's where every point counts, because Joe has now caught up, and both of them have made it 25 yards down.
45 seconds.
45 seconds left, 25 yards to go to return the sandbag. Who will strike first? Sean to the left, Joe to the right.
40 seconds. That's this guy out. Come on. 30 seconds.
And it will be Joe to pick it up. Can he get it all the way up and start moving?
20.
And Sean will try to give it a go too. So for these two men, they finish the work, but what is their shooting going to look like? And that's really going to determine how they shake out in the rest of the leaderboard.
One way on what bag is this? Okay, I'm gonna go with that. One way down.
The 250-pound sandbag. How often do we get to use that one in training?
Honestly, more than that showed right there, but I can't say I do much stress carries with it, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of bag over bar, which I was expecting. Didn't get any bag over bar this time, but gotta work on it more, so.
Do you feel like it made it easier or harder when you have all the gear on? I noticed that you have your weight belt under your plate carrier, but with everything on, like, were you able to rest it or manipulate it that way?
The lighter ones, I was definitely able to put on my pistol holsters, let it sit on there. But I knew after yesterday's hill runs, quads are kind of shot, so the back's gonna take a lot of it. So instantly I just said, that 250 is gonna need, I'm gonna need a belt. I'm gonna need some help.
And when you see one of the athletes right next to you and you're both thinking, okay, I need to rest long enough to not fail this, but I also want to beat him. What is the conversation you're having in your head to make those decisions?
If he's in front, just mitigate time. Just, hey, what can I do to be efficient and keep going? And if it's, a close one where he braked as I was coming, it was catch up. Catch up, he's right ahead of me on the leaderboard. He's one point above me, so I knew, hey, if I could just stay right there, I'm not going to drop any points off.
Hey, well, great job. Good seeing you out there.
Appreciate it.
Okay, we will find the rest of our athletes here because I do, gotta look at what I'm doing. I would like to talk to Josh about his amazing hip mobility. So we're gonna find him as our next group gets ready to take this on, and just to kind of show you how we manage these sandbags, we got a nice wheelbarrow that helps move them in between heats. And there is Josh. Josh, tell the people, how do you have hip mobility like that to hold a squat way below parallel as you're shooting?
I don't know. I've always been flexible. I can always, look, check you here. I get like flat on there. I'm just a flexible guy. I'm obviously not strong or in shape, but I'm flexible. So, yeah.
Do you actually feel stable in the position shooting in a squat?
Yeah, I do. I actually do. I think those are my better shots. That's why my last round, I decided to go to the prone down in the square rather than go to one of the other boxes. So, yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to take some notes out of your playbook. Any warm-ups that you want to give the people?
Yeah, just make sure that you're in shape enough to actually carry this stuff. So I don't know why I'm looking there. That shows you how delirious I am right now. But yeah.
Already got your ticket to nationals earlier this season. Yeah. What are you looking to accomplish this weekend?
Man, I want to come out here and just do the absolute best I can. That's what I want to do. I want to eventually get on par with, Guys like Hepner and Sal, the guys that he's using a lever gun and he's still beating me. Then you guys got like Tim Gross right there, absolute stud, his whole family. They're dude, this playing field is super competitive now. It's ridiculous. It really is. I'm glad to be here though.
Awesome. Great to see you.
Thank you. See ya.
All right, and that'll do it over here at these heavy sandbags. We'll catch up with you guys later as we continue to shoot more awesome content. What do we got here? What is this?
Mounting the action cam to Jacob's rifle.
Mounting an action cam to Jacob's rifle. Okay. Like, subscribe, send this to a friend, help the channel grow. We'll see you guys next time.